Hello, welcome to a video that has exclusive footage and pictures of Lisa Eldridge's new collection of makeup brushes. As many of you are already aware, she did release one brush for the foundation application, which is the number 1, which has been on sale online. However, in the pop-up studio that she had open in London for a couple of months, she did have a lot more brushes. So I have footage of them. I bought a few. I can give you full review for them because I have been using them for 3 months now, or I think it's been 4 months for one of them. So when they will eventually get released online and you will be able to buy them, you will already know how well they perform, what sort of makeup techniques you can use them for, what textures they work best with, and what's the deal with them, which I think it's really exciting for me to be able to give that to you before they're actually on sale everywhere. So this video, as usual, will be split into sections, and I will make sure to put the chapters in the video so that you can follow them as easy as possible. I will give you close-ups of the brushes and tell you which ones she had in shop, what they are for, what they can be used for. Then I will give you application footage of the techniques you can use them, the products you can use them, and what do they look like how how do they apply and blend, what's the deal with them really. And then at the end, I will give you my full review. My name is Irina and I'm the owner of the blog Lipstick Cafe, a blog all about beauty and cosmetics. So if you enjoy makeup tutorials, review, product analysis, ingredients, all things like that, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. It would help me so much. So here are the 5 brushes that were only sold in the pop-up, but that will eventually also be sold online. Starting from the left, there is number 7, which costs £39. I own this one, and it's a flat eyeshadow brush, so you will see more of this in the video. Then we have number 8, which was £40. I also own this one, so you will see more of it. This is a blending eyeshadow brush. The next one is number 9, which costs £39, and it's another blending brush that is significantly bigger than number 8, and this could be used for blending of eyeshadow in the outer crease. It could even be used to apply setting powder to the face as well as highlighter. Then there is number 14, which costs £35, and it's a tapered detailed brush. Lastly, there's number 15, which is £40. And I own this as well, so again you'll see more of it. And this is a slightly less tapered version of number 14, that it's also smaller. So starting with number 1, which is the foundation brush, number 15 is the smallest in the collection so far. These last 2 brushes could be used for a variety of purposes, as you'll see in my video with number 15. They could be used for smudging eyeliner around the eyes, applying lipstick, detailed highlighter application, as well as spot concealing. So here are the brushes I have purchased. There are 3 out of the 5 ones that were in the store, and I will give you a more general description of them if you want to know more about that. So they've been designed by Lisa, but they have been created by artisans in Japan using only the finest quality state-of-the-art synthetic hair, which has been specially created by experienced craftsmen for its softness, wave, diameter, and taper. To preserve their softness, the hairs are never cut. Instead, they are carefully positioned using a patented process that places the hairs in a mold to sculpt the perfect makeup tool. This just makes them incredibly soft, as you'll see in the video. The handle is made from responsibly sourced Japanese cherry blossom wood harvested in Kumano Town, the historical production center of calligraphy brushes. Each handle is multi-coated with soft touch matte black lacquer to ensure a beautiful sensorial feel and long-lasting quality. They are cruelty-free and vegan. They're called the seamless skin brushes because they're supposed to blend makeup effortlessly without streaking or dragging for an even seamless finish. So these sound absolutely gorgeous, really high-end quality, which justifies the price. And they come in these heavy cardboard boxes, which, as I've mentioned before in previous videos on my channel, they are a step up to the Lisa Eldridge collection in terms that most of her things feel high-end, very close to luxury, but these eyeshadow brushes, I would say, they are full on luxury. I would say this is pretty luxurious. So you open the boxes up like this, and the brushes are just the most beautifully looking in the velvet box with a black handle. They just look so beautiful and luxurious. I love them. So I will start with number 7, which I bought myself and I have had for the last 3 months, so I really had time to play around with it and see how it performs. And the reason I wanted this brush is that I needed something that really packs a punch, something that ensures an eyeshadow application that's really opaque and vibrant. It feels really lightweight in my hand, which I definitely love. It feels very ergonomic, very beautiful. It's just such a pretty brush. In this footage, you can see me blending the Liquid Lurex eyeshadow from Lisa Eldridge in shade Lauren. When blending this liquid shadow with brush number 7, the opaqueness of the shade is preserved and it looks shiny and vibrant. By the way, I will very soon post a full review of the Liquid Lurex eyeshadows, so if you want to see that video, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you ring the bell to be notified about upcoming videos. Besides being excellent at applying liquid shadow, the number 7 is also fantastic at applying powder eyeshadow. Here you can see me applying a Makeup Revolution powder eyeshadow, which is matte, yet the brush provides opaqueness and maximum vibrancy. The brush is amazing for matte shadow, shimmery shadow, as well as metallics. Here I am applying a metallic golden shadow from another Makeup Revolution palette, and as you can tell, it looks vibrant. It feels very, very soft and delicate. So I will show you some swatches done with this brush in comparison with another flat brush. It's not really a very fair comparison because this one is from Makeup Revolution and it has been just a couple of pounds, whereas this one is the most high-end brush I own. And I think this is a very important thing to mention in this review. The Lisa Eldridge brushes are my first brushes that are high-end. I don't have anything nearly as close to that price point, so just keep that in mind, that this is the first time I'm experiencing really high-end brushes. I will quickly do some swatches for you just so you can see the intensity. So this is just a Makeup Revolution. It's not a particularly expensive eyeshadow palette. It's just an eyeshadow palette I feel like lots of people would be using. So I'm going to go into a matte shade first. Let's go into this one here. So I'm making sure that I'm picking up enough product. As you can tell, the brush is filled with the pigment. I'll just put it here on my hand. Just look how beautiful and intense the brush is applying this. This is just gorgeous. It minimizes fallout and it just doesn't leave any streaks or marks, just like the description says. So I definitely really love it for that. And now I will use the Makeup Revolution brush just to do a quick comparison. Again, it's not really a very fair comparison. It's just to show you. I'll do them side by side. So look how much less intense the application with this flat brush from Makeup Revolution is. Like, the difference in between them is just insane. I know I already have product on it, but I'll go into a metallic shade this time. I'll go into this purple here just because I feel like it's a nice shade to see on my skin tone. And I will put it here on my hand. And again, you can see how opaque and beautiful this applies. Now I will go back to the Makeup Revolution brush, again in the same metallic shade with the other side of the brush this time, to see how well this applies. And again, you can tell that I really make the effort of picking up as much product as I can. And then I will swatch this right next to the swatch done with Lisa's brush, so you can tell the difference. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but the one with the Makeup Revolution has a lot of fallout, whereas the Lisa Eldridge one doesn't. Again, the Lisa Eldridge one is much more luminous and metallic than the one with the Makeup Revolution, so I just think that the difference is there. The difference in quality, application, vibrancy of color is definitely there, and I just love it for it. I don't think I have any brush in my collection that applies the colors at such vibrant intensity as the Lisa Eldridge one. So in terms of that, you just can't beat it. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful product. And especially when it comes to matte shadows, I think I've always struggled to get the maximum intensity out of them, and I just needed a brush like this in my collection. So I'm very, very happy with it. It's very beautiful, and I just think it's doing an absolutely fantastic job. Let's see the black, just because I'm really curious to see how this will look on my skin. Put it just here on my hand. Really beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I will use the same brush, the Makeup Revolution brush. Next to it, again, I will use quite a lot of the product and just swatch it next to it. It just has a lot more fallout. And I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but the Lisa Eldridge one, it just keeps the exact texture of the eyeshadow. So the Makeup Revolution brush just kind of took away some of that vibrancy, some of that luminosity, where the Lisa Eldridge one literally applies it so opaque and vibrant that it looks luminous. And I mean, this is a matte shade. The shade I've just used is matte, so it's just applied to such intensity that it literally looks luminous. The next one I'm going to show you is number 15, which is a beautiful, slightly tapered brush. I like to use it with liquid concealer or with a solid stick foundation, and to apply the product on spots or marks I want to cover, then very gently use the tapered sides of the brush or my finger to blend it in. It allows a precise enough application that I can cover only these tiny marks rather than spreading the concealer on larger areas. Similarly, because of its precise application, I like to use the number 15 Seamless Blend brush to apply a saturated line of concealer on my dark circles under my eyes. This way I put maximum coverage only on the dark line itself, then gently blend it with my finger. This allows me to minimize the amount of concealer spread under my eye. Number 15 is also great to cover the inner corners of the eye without spreading it on my eyelid. Another brilliant use for a number 15 Seamless Blend brush would be applying eyeshadow. In this footage, you can see me using it to create a liner in a cat-eyed shape. I used the liquid Lurex eyeshadow from Lisa Eldridge in shade Lisa. If you point the brush on the eyelid in a straight 90 degrees angle, you will mostly use the sharp tip of it, which will offer more precision and a sharper line. However, if you angle it, it is also ideal to smudge your liner. It is also great for detailed application of eyeshadow under the eye. Of course, you could also use this brush to apply shadow in the inner corners of the eyes, to highlight, or to add any other details that you want with eyeshadow. You can also use number 15 to apply your lipstick or lip products, but keep in mind that the tapered sides offer a blurred line, so it will give a smooth, blown-out effect rather than a harsh line. Then the next one is number 8, which is this one, and this one is my favorite by far out of the 3 of them. I purchased this a month and a half earlier than the other 2, so I already have a full review of it. The video will pop up in the video just now. You'll be able to see me do a full makeup look with it, just with this one brush, because it is possible. You will see how this blends just a normal eyeshadow. I think it was the Makeup Revolution. You will be able to see my full opinion and review of this brush and why I think it's really, really special. I am sorry to send you to a different video, but it's just a really, really detailed review. I really didn't see the point of just repeating that review. So if you want to know more about this brush and why I think it's absolutely incredible, then do watch that video. I will also put it in the description down below for you to be able to see it. And now for my overall thoughts and overall opinion. I think they're absolutely incredible brushes. I think their quality is incredible. I think the bristles have something about them that makes the brushes really unique in terms that they do not get stained. So I've even used these brushes with pressed pigments, not just eyeshadow, and pressed pigments are known for being able to stain the skin, and even though the bristles of these brushes are white, they they did not get stained. They clean really easily. I just use a non-perfumed simple bar of soap and it works. Like, it removes everything from them really quickly, even liquid concealer and liquid eyeshadow and whatnot. So I think the bristles are definitely really good quality. I've also washed them a lot of times so far. They haven't lost any bristles at all. They retain their shape. They're so incredibly soft, which I love, because I think with some brushes they can be quite soft when you buy them, and then the more you wash them, the more rough they get. I think they would make a perfect gift for any person that does their makeup, beauty lovers, or even people that generally struggle with applying their makeup, and that is because they just make the blending so easy and quick, and the pigment is there, and they just really help you. Even if you're not using the best quality products, these brushes are pure magic, and I think that's why these would really work even for people that struggle to create an eye look, for example, or more beginners in makeup. I mean, I know I had an issue with blending eyeshadow in the outer corners of my eyes because I have hooded eyelids. This number 8 here just saved me from that. It's just blending everything so seamlessly and beautiful. None of the brushes leave any streaks and marks on the skin. They're just really nice products. Now, a surprise in this video, I will let you know what I think comes next in the Lisa Eldridge brand. This is a bit of a detective work, but basically when you go into the pop-up studio in London, you'd get this card with what you'd be able to purchase. And if you look at the list, you can see that number 1, it's a foundation brush. Then you jump to number 7, which is a flat brush, mostly used for applying eyeshadow. Then you have number 8 and number 9, and then it jumps again to number 14 and 15. I think that when these brushes will be released online, there's actually a really good chance that the whole 15 will be out at the same time. That would be my guess. I think these ones were just ready at the time that the pop-up was open, but I do believe that there's more coming. I think in between the number 1 and number 7 is going to be more face brushes, and if I were to take a guess again, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the brushes are very particular for a very special particular use. They have a very unique quality, like let's say a blush brush that would apply the pigment in a certain way, if you see what I mean. And then again, the jump from number 10 to number 13 is probably going to be more detailed brushes, perhaps even a spot concealing orientated one that's flatter and would provide a more opaque application. I believe should have something like an eyeliner brush. Anyway, that would be my guess. That would be what would be coming next. I'm so happy that I managed to give you this exclusive look, full review of products that haven't been out on the website yet. I do believe they'll be on sale soon, and I'm just so excited that you will be able to see my review and know if you want them, or how good they are, or how they behave, or how they apply product, what can you use them for before they're even on sale. So that's really exciting, because I think it's giving you an overall detailed view of them so that you're able to purchase them knowing quite a bit about them. I do have a variety of videos about the Lisa Eldridge cosmetics. I also have articles in which I tell you about my experience of going to the opening of the pop-up, of meeting Lisa, and if you do want to read them, I will put them in the description down below, and some videos will pop up just now, so do make sure you watch more of my content. I am preparing also video with exclusive footage of a product that will be released in the Lisa Eldridge collection that's not even on sale, that wasn't even on sale on the pop-up, so it's really cool. So if you want to see that, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and that you ring the bell so that you're notified about upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!